here today with the main man, Mr. Baller himself, Mr. Donovan Carter. Say what's up to the people.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? How y'all doing?
You can't keep taking risks with your career.
Trying to keep it loose.
You don't get paid if you don't play.
Your old buddy Andre's banging on our clients.
Who's he trying to take?
All of them. We're under siege.
So what's up with my guy? You out here in sunny LA, just like on the show,
Right.
but now you in LA in real life.
Yes, sir. Yeah, man. I'm good, man. Blessed.
Yeah.
Happy to see another day, man. Appreciate the love right now.
Of course.
Yeah.
So you from DC originally?
Not from here. I'm from LA.
You from LA?
I was born in DC.
That's the from
Yeah.
part that I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah, you're right,
Born in
you're
DC,
right.
So you
I'm
raised all
bicoastal.
your life here.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, that's what's up.
Bi-coastal a little bit.
Do you still get back at all?
Yeah, I just was out there to see mom. She just turned 60. So I go out there, a couple times a year, check on my mom's side of the family. They all live out there. So, I got to go Mother's Day, the holidays.
Right.
One of them.
I love DC.
Me too.
One of my favorite cities.
Yeah, it's a vibe. It's a vibe.
It is.
They got the best brunches in the world. That's what I say.
I went to this turned up brunch in downtown DC. It started with a B. I don't remember the name.
Okay.
We're not gonna get them no shine because they're not paying you.
I got you.
But we're gonna have to go.
I'm
check
probably
that
on
out.
U Street. That's where most of them at. But
Yeah, it be going down.
they fun though. DC, man, it's a fun city.
Okay. So you grew up here in LA, right?
Yeah, I grew up out here in LA, specifically the Valley, because LA folks be like, "Where you from?" Like, I grew up in the Valley. They like, that ain't LA, but
I'm not from LA.
I
so
got you.
When we're not from LA, everything down here,
everything
LA. You
LA.
could be from Riverside. We be like, oh, that's LA.
Exactly. It technically is, but people gotta be specific, like where in LA. But yeah, I grew up in LA. Moved out here when I was 8. I moved out here with my dad's from here, so I grew up with him, man, and just haven't left. I've been out here ever since.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
So you grew up a football star out here.
Yes.
Played a little linebacker in high school.
Yeah, linebacker, then moved to D-line in college. But I played a little ball. I started when I was 10, like 9, 10, like Pop Warner. And then just been played middle school, high school, got a scholarship, played at UCLA, and then tried out for the Raiders. It didn't work out. And then
That's fun. I was gonna mention that to you. Well, first of all, you got to go to school at home.
Yeah.
So that's a trip in and of itself to go to high school and then stay at home for college.
Yeah, it was a blessing because I had a few options. My top 3 was UCLA, Arizona State, and Washington. But like you just said, it's just hard to leave LA. Like Arizona is too hot. It's a party school. I was like, I'm not gonna make it here. And Washington, it rains every day out there. So I was just like, Seattle. So I was like, I'm gonna stay in LA. Just make it here.
So on Real Talk, my first scholarship offer was to Arizona State. I ended up going to Boise State instead.
Dang, okay.
Yeah, so
The blue, what they call it, the
blue turf, the Smurf turf. That's what they like to call it.
Yeah.
As long as we win on it, that's all that matters.
I got you.
So what's up? Tell me about the Raider tryout. How'd that come about? My brother's a Raider. I'm from Oakland. The Raiders are near and dear to my heart. So
Right. Yeah, legend, man. Well, I did all my 4 years at UCLA, then I had no more eligibility. So, I did a pro day, was training. I didn't get invited to the combine, so I did a pro day. And the draft came. I wasn't even really expecting to get drafted. I knew, undrafted free agent for me. So it was between the Raiders and Seattle. Because at the time, your brother, he wasn't even on the team this was 2013.
Right, so he would have still been in Seattle.
He was still in Seattle. I didn't see any of my competition. At first, me and JD, he played Ricky in the show, John David Washington. We were going for the same part. And then as time went on, he started going for Ricky. And then I really think it was I know they had other people there, but I really think it was my opportunity to lose, for real. I think they kind of knew as soon as I walked in, we like him. So I just had to just keep proving myself that I can handle this. But I'm sure they had other people. I think they did a good job of not having us in there. They would have separate times. But I would always peep the list because they make you sign in, and I would just see okay, who is my competition?
Right.
At the end of the day. But I think it was really myself, honestly, during the whole process.
Well, that's dope. Congratulations. It's definitely
thank you, man.
a great start.
Appreciate it.
Great way to start your career.
Man, the best.
How you next to the Rock? How you?
You can't beat that.
You can't beat that start.
Yeah, it's like it was crazy. I wanted to go to the league, and then now I'm playing somebody that's in the league. So it's
So your character.
Yes.
Is that who you think you would be if you made it in the league?
I think I would have been more like Ricky, just a little bit more wild.
A little wild, really?
Yeah, because
you seem so
I'm calm, but I'm calm because I got humbled.
All right, man, Mr. Baller. This house is kind of fresh.
Man.
I think we should go downstairs and check out the little man cave
All right,
and finish it up down there.
Let's do it, bro.
All right.
Yeah. More money, bitches. Richer than the richest. Yeah. More money, bitches. Coming to you live.
All right, Mr. Baller. Now that you've been on the show, we're on season 5 is about to come out.
5, yeah.
So tell everybody how your life has changed since the success of the show and now, being a noticeable person like that in the public.
I think just, you go places, people want to take pictures with you. Definitely want to know how the Rock is always, how he is as a person. But, man, just been meeting some cool people, man. Got to meet you, your brother. And, just been a blessing to meet people, expand my network, travel over the place and the show. Been getting love in America. I've been out the country a little bit. And, the show me getting love out there, so.
How is it out the country when you go and they're a fan of the show? It's an American show, but you're in, I don't know, Europe or Asia or something.
It's just crazy because I'm like, damn, people, stuff in America goes all the way there and it touched their lives. And I mean, it's just a blessing, man, just to be on something. And first they say something good because, they can be like, the show is terrible. We hate, you this, you that. But for them to come out their way and show love, it's a blessing. Something that I cherish.
Right. Who's like the craziest person that, and when I say crazy, I don't mean like a crazy person. I mean
right.
Maybe big or somebody that, noticed you or told you they're a fan. They came up to you and was like, oh.
Man, I think I was at a Wizards game and they was playing the Clippers. So I was, I know we got pretty good seats. We we courtside actually. We courtside. And Chris Paul, it's a free throw line. Chris Paul, he not shooting the free throw. He just behind. And he's like, hey man, ain't you from Ballers? I was like, yeah. I said, what's up, man? I said, I'm a big Chris Paul fan. So, it was dope that he during the middle of the game was like, ain't you the dude from Ballers? And I'm like, yeah, bro. I said, man, we need to get you on there, because I know he do the State Farm commercials, and him and Mark is real tight. Right. So he's like, man, I'm trying, man. I said, man, you gotta hit up Mark, that's my boss. So
we had this whole conversation during the game.
During the game, yeah. Obviously the Wizards, they was terrible, so they Clippers won, but it's just cool to see people that I watch and I'm fans of, and for them to tell me that they fans of, me and the show I'm on, it's surreal.
I know that inspires you to keep going.
Oh yeah.
What's some other stuff that we can look forward to seeing you work on?
Man, Ballers, season 5 this fall. I'm auditioning right now, so I'm just in that grind. I still audition. People like, you still audition? I'm like, yeah,
I still audition.
I mean, one day, but I'm just in the grind looking for another role. I invest in this restaurant, so that's coming out this fall too.
What kind of food?
Mexican, because I'm from Cali, so we Mexican out here. Right, it's gonna be called. I think that they said a Hidalgo's Hideaway, but it's gonna come out this year. Okay. And just looking for new ways to come up with new content. I mean, that's what's big in this business. Right. I think it's just coming with your own content. Exactly. If you get booked on something, that's amazing too. But to really make it, I think the Wayne brothers kind of, especially Marlon, he really been stressing out a lot. You gotta make your own way. Sometimes you gotta make your own door, or because there's only so many opportunities I'm seeing nowadays, especially for me, being an African American actor. Right. So when it's times is slow, you need to make your own and fit, and be on the creative side.
That's interesting you said that, because I know that in the recent past, I know there was a big thing at the Academy Awards the other year where Moonlight won, and it was a big deal about inclusion and getting more roles for a more diverse type of actor in Hollywood. And it's crazy to think of that, because it seems like you see us a lot, Right. Maybe that's because we just watch our stuff.
That part, yeah.
But, does it really still feel like, it's not that inclusive?
I mean, I think it's a good time in the business right now to be somebody of color, because there's just so many things going on. And, I just think people are really knowing that we are a big part of culture. Everything we do, I feel like is influenced a lot by us or people of color, diversity. And I just think people are just, I think things was just so old school. I think things was a little bit more old school about ways that was going about it. And I think now they just know that we need some diverse people. You got people like Issa Rae, right. Lena Waithe, and I forgot old girl, Ava, that just did When They See Us. I think people just starting to be a little bit open-minded. And let's see what these people are saying.
That's funny you mentioned Ava. Shout out to Ava DuVernay, because she's doing
I don't want to say her name. I don't want to say her name, but she killing it.
But now seems like focusing on projects that have, a message and a meaning.
Right.
Especially, you mentioned culture. In our culture, we have so many things that we're dealing with. I'm curious, because now that you have a platform, You know,
Yes.
what are some of the things outside of entertainment that you're, you know, interested in, or that you have a stance on, or that, you know, really they either grind your gears, or you're like, you know what, this is where I want to stand behind this.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, I'm big about mentoring kids. I mean, I mentor myself, and I do a lot of stuff, you know, charity things with my fraternity and in my school. You know, I'm big about, you know, because they're the future to me. And I think you just gotta, you know, you can't save them all, but if you help one or two along the way, then they help somebody. And there's a chain effect. And I'm really big about me being an ex-athlete, because it's a lot of, you know, athletes that don't make it to the league, or they do make it to the league and they lost, and, you know, with the mental depression and things going on. And, you know, I just really want to advocate for them to let them know, like, you know, you use ball like he used you.
Right.
And it could definitely set you up. Like, it worked for me and other people. And I think, you know, just letting them know that there's other things out there. Because I think a lot of times, you know, in football, we don't make it, we feel like a failure. Because some people depend on you to get to the next level and help them, you know, especially your parents and your family. So I like to do a lot of stuff for student athletes and kind of just encourage them that, you know, football don't work out. You know, it's okay. It's life after ball.
That's dope. You say use ball like you usually, and you usually hear that coming from some celebrity athlete that played ball for 10 years, and you know what I'm saying. You don't usually hear from us, the ones who went and played college ball and didn't make it. Supposedly, you know, we had to make it somewhere else, and you typically don't hear us going use ball.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough, man. Because I know, you know, for me, ball is, I play that most of my life, so and that's all you know. And then sometimes you don't even think you're good enough to do anything else. Right. But I mean, that's my thing. You know, you can if you want to. It's a, you know, it's a choice.
A friend of mine, Martellus Bennett.
Yeah,
you know, Martellus, he
did a TED Talk.
Yeah, but he just wrote this book called Dear Black Boy.
Yeah, yes.
And it's like he's touring, you know, really the world right now promoting the book. It's a kid's book for little black boys, telling them you don't gotta just play ball. Or
yeah, he telling the truth, man.
It's like
he keeping it real. Like, you know, they need to hear that.
And coming from an athlete saying it, you know.
Yeah, that's massive.
That's big.
Yeah,
man, you got to tell everybody.
Yes, sir.
You know, one, where can they find you?
Yeah.
One, how you want them to approach you. Tell them your name not Vernon. my name, his name is Donovan. Man, don't run up to him talking about, hey, Vernon. No, that's not his name.
It's all, as long as it's love. As long as it's love. I mean, not too aggressive. Because I mean, we big, so people be, you know, they want to, you know, all that, and that's cool. But I don't know you like that, so you know, get to know me a little better. But you know, I'm Donovan Carter. Man, you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all that. Donovan W. Carter. You know, you can approach me any way you want. I'm real chill. You know, I'm a foodie, so if you approach me with a little drink or food, that's a good sign. And just good vibes, cause I'm gonna be good vibes. So, you know, that's it. Just be real. You ain't gotta do too much. That's it. People want to do too much, like, you know, they be thinking that. I don't know. It was the guy I just met the other day. He was like, "Man, you so cool." Like, I didn't know how to approach you. I know how to talk. I'm like, man, just talk how you would talk to anybody else. We all the same. I put my shoes on, my clothes, you know, the same way. So I feel like if anything, we want people, even if you ain't a celebrity, you want a real conversation. You don't want no BS. So just come at us like you would anybody else.
Exactly.
And keep it pushing after that.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for coming and sitting
Appreciate
down.
it, man. Appreciate it.
I hope we let people get to know you a little better. And man, I'm looking forward to watching this next season.
Hey, it's gonna be lit. It's gonna be lit. I promise. If not, you get your money back.
My guy.
Yes, sir.